Well, it's night time in Vietnam, so I guess it's time to explore the city. I'll tell you something, navigating traffic in Vietnam is not for the weak. Like, the green man's green, but the cars are also green as well, so it's a bit difficult to know when to start fucking walking. So you just walk and hope you don't get hit. So we've arrived now on Vien, which is basically their walking street over here. And time right now is about 10:30. So again, we don't have a set plan, we're just gonna have a wander and see where the night takes us. First thing I need to do is get some cash out, because every time I go to a different country I always forget to get cash out, and then I'm like, fuck, I don't trust paying on my card in places like this. You know, the thing with walking streets is walking streets are very, very loud, so even though I've got my microphone on a setting that's like noise cancellation, I feel like I'm also shouting so you guys can hear me. Considering it's like 10:30, it's very, very warm as well. Like, I am sweating. People that used to go to Thailand and said it was cheap have decided now to come to Vietnam instead. So Vietnam is very similar to Thailand in that sense, but it is a little bit cheaper. And once this gets oversaturated with tourism, people will then just head to the Philippines as well. So that's sort of like the main three. You've got Thailand, Vietnam and Philippines. So I've just come off Walking Street and we're going ahead to get a banh mi, which is like their famous sort of burger sandwich thing. And as I've come out, this dude is literally like harassing these two girls, like, come, she's going, I've got a boyfriend. He's going, no, I'll wait for you, and he's following them. And I feel like they've just run into a fucking 7-Eleven to get away from me. Hey, these two girls, how we doing?
From Greece.
Crisis averted. So the guy that was sort of harassing them two girls, he weren't even Vietnamese, like I think he was from America. They started talking and this guy's like, oh, can I follow you girls? And one of the girls was like, I have a boyfriend. And that's when I heard it and I'm like, oh, he seems a bit like forward, him like proper like hounding her. And she started walking and she almost got to a sprint and the guy were running straight after. So they run into a 7-Eleven and that's when I like, I'm gonna stand here just to make sure they're all right, because I just had to check that behaviour, you know what I mean? I didn't like that. They came out, started talking to him and she was saying, yeah, like she said I have a boyfriend, and he went, oh, me too, I'm gonna follow you anyway, can I come with you and stuff? I'm like, that's just fucked. Realistically, it doesn't matter where I am in the world, I'm not having a guy hound on a girl, like that's just like predatory behaviour, do you know what I mean? Like, I felt fucking like I had to do something there. But it's not even like the Vietnamese they need to be wary of when you're here as a traveller, especially if you're a solo traveller. You need to be careful of the other tourists, you know what I mean? I don't know if you just caught that. There's a woman there just asleep on the sort of side of the road. And it's a really weird place, this, for like homelessness and things like that. Because you find that people who are sleeping rough like that, they also have jobs. And when you look up on it, the reason they can't have housing is because foreigners are coming over here, buying the property up, which makes it unaffordable for the locals to buy the property. So some people are even like council workers and things, and they're sleeping at the side of the road. And then they get up in the morning after sleeping on the street and just go to work like it's normal, and then come back to sleeping on the street. It's fucking wild. I mean, we can go into one of the bars at some point just to get a drink, but I'm a bit conscious that it's that loud that you guys can't hear me. And point number 2 is that if they're playing any music that can get me a copyright strike, I can get fucked on the back of it. YouTube will just sort of cancel the video down. So I'm like, I don't want to be filming and editing a full video for YouTube to go, nah, it's copywritten, you know what I mean, tick it off. So I've just looked on Google Maps and it says if you go to a bank called VP Bank while you're in Vietnam, you'll be able to take cash out without having any transaction fees. So we're heading there now. It's a 6-minute walk, so we kind of have to walk back through the madness and cut through Walking Street down there. I don't know what it is about walking streets, but just flashing lights, bright lights and colours, and I'm there, you know what I mean? Very chaotic, like walking streets everywhere. It don't matter if you're in Vietnam, Thailand, or anywhere. When you're in a walking street, they're just made for tourists, really, aren't they? Tourists get pissed. They go, right, throw up money into that one area and make a bag. I think she like that on recording then. She's like, hey. When you go to Asia, one thing that there's plenty of, and that doesn't matter if you're going to Vietnam, Thailand, Philippines, anything like that, it's massage parlours. And it's mad when you look at the sort of time and effort they're putting in to make you feel good. I mean, here you're talking like a standard massage might be about £4. That's for an hour of their time, digging their elbows in, giving you proper like hard work. It's mental, isn't it? Like, what can we get in the UK for £4? Can't even get the coffee for that. I mean, trying to navigate the streets in Vietnam, walking across a crossing that has 100 bikes coming at you, it's definitely a mad one. You know, found a street that doesn't have 1,000 motorbikes crossing it to get across. Where we are in what seems to be like some sort of central park, and everyone's hearing like doggy meats and stuff. It's mad, isn't it? Look. Not going to get my ankles bitten off in Vietnam though. Don't fancy getting tetanus shots and stuff while I'm out here. One thing I do like to do when I go to new places is I like to try the local cuisine and local foods. Now in Vietnam, I think they call it like a banh mi, and a banh mi is essentially like a sandwich with meat in it. So there's two sort of things they have over here. It's either a banh mi or they do like, I think it's called a pho, and a pho is like a dish where it's more of a meat with a broth. But we've not eaten today, so we definitely need to get some food. On the internet, it explains that one of the best places for a banh mi is this place here called Banh Mi Phu. What can you suggest? Which banh mi is best?
It's pork and egg.
Pork and egg is apparently the best one to get. Can I get a pork and egg one, please?
Yes.
We don't want no spice. No spicy. If you're ever in Vietnam and they ask you if you want spice, definitely no, because it will be spicy.
Đừng lấy cái trái cho em nha.
Thank you. So at 40,000 Vietnamese dong, it works out about £1.13. So this is my first ever Vietnamese banh mi. That's actually really good. When he asked me if I wanted spice, I said no spice. And honestly, considering I said no spice, I can already taste the spice on that. So I wonder what spicy must be like. So now I'd love to sit here and explain what I can taste right now. But of course, we know we've got an egg in there, bits of salad. It's in like a crispy French baguette. But that sauce, I don't think I've ever tried that before. Like, that would be like a spicy bami sauce. And again, it's not supposed to be spicy, but it's definitely spicy. Now that was quite nice. I've just noticed now like how curly my hair's going. Purely on the basis of me sweating that much because the humidity here is so fucking high. Like, it reminds me of Bali a little bit. Bali was very, very humid, but I feel like Vietnam is like, to me anyway, what Bali would be like if Bali had a lot of money injected into it. The best mode of transport is to get a grab on the back of a motorbike because it's that busy. Motorbikes can sort of get through traffic. So just put your pickup in, Lotteria, which is this sort of store here. Choose this pickup. Standard bike, 23,000. So 23,000 Vietnamese dong is 65 pence for me to get back home. Can't complain with a price like that. I think the grab's just turned up now, so I think we're getting on this one. What this helmet on yet? What do you think? Do I suit a helmet? Definitely not fit on my head. He literally did have no fucking idea where we got in then. Like, he drove wrong way under the bridge, and I was like, no, we need to go over the bridge, mate. And then he went over the bridge, and it's weird because the app they use is a bit like Uber, so it tells them exactly where to go. I was just like, do you know what, mate? Pull over. We're only here anyway, but I mean, you'd think you'd know how to follow a fucking map. While you're here as well, you can't use tap water, so even like things like brushing your teeth in the night time, you'll have to use bottled water. So we're gonna have to go to 7-Eleven, buy some supplies. 7-Eleven, when you came and you gave without taking, and you sent me away, 7-Eleven. Yes, the boys. First things first, we need a basket.
7-Eleven chamomile tea is a perfect choice.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I'd be scared to eat one of these foods from 7-Eleven. I mean, I'm sure they're probably fine, but I'm a bit weird when it comes to food, like food poisoning stuff. That being said, I've just eaten street food, a fucking barmy from a van, but it did get cooked in front of me, so I know it's probably all right. A Nutella banana toasty. Well, fucking have a bit of that. That's going straight in my basket. I'm in Vietnam. KSI, you've made it, big lad. But the best water I get is this stuff here. Apparently, it's like one of the best Pocari sweat. I hope there's no sweat in it. So yeah, we've got this little haul from 7-Eleven, so now ready to get upstairs, get sorted, try get some sleep. I mean, I've slept most of the day today, which is absolutely fucked. I thought I'll have an hour's sleep and the heat must have knocked me out. First things first, we're getting that fucking aircon on because I am sweating. It should not be this warm when it's like midnight. Like, wow. I know like back in the UK right now, you've got snowstorms and stuff, but here it's absolutely boiling. But if you're still watching at this point, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It massively helps the channel out, especially when it's this early on. I mean, YouTube is a very, very difficult market to crack, but we're giving it a go. TikTok's a weird one as well. So TikTok, while I've been posting here, they've been throttling my views. And when I've looked online, it says it does that because you're at a different geolocation. So because my SIM card is English, even though I've used an eSIM and I've used a VPN, TikTok can detect that you should be in the UK, posting in the UK. And the way TikTok works is that it wants you to be posting local stuff. So it's not really happy when we're doing that. So maybe we'll sort of post TikTok stuff towards like the end of the month or when I'm back in the UK, for example. But let me know what you guys want to see in the comments as well, because I am in Vietnam for another week or so before we go back to Thailand. And at the end of the month, we've got DMB All-Star, so I cannot wait for that. But hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, comment anything you want. Doesn't matter, I do read all comments. So thank you if you are already like interacting with this page. Big up, and I'll catch you in the next one.